Welcome to Amaya channel. Today we are going to study maths, real number, next part. So first session already over. This is second session. In second session, we are going to study about real numbers, real number Euclid division lemma. What is Euclid division lemma? It is exactly explaining, very good Ajay, it is exactly explaining divisibility rule, that is dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. So I'm taking Ajay's example because everyone. So A is equal to BQ plus C or BQ plus R. What is A beta? A is dividend. Very good Kamya, very good Janani. A is exactly what? A is dividend. What is B? B is divisor. And what is Q? Q is quotient. And what is R? R is remainder. Very good Ashri. Akshaya, very good remainder is there. So remainder is there. Janani remainder. Everyone is writing the correct part only. But beta, there is a rule. What is that rule is, whenever you are writing this now, with this you have to represent this point also, that remainder can either be greater than 0 or equal to 0, but it will always be less than the divisor. Okay, this important point you must remember. What did I said? Remainder can either be equal to 0 or greater than 0, but it will always be less than divisor. It will always be less than divisor. Now you will be asking, yes beta, dividend divisor, Hemlata is telling dividend divisor. Okay, you have quoted all that very good symbols, equal to 0 or greater than 0, correct Janani? Okay, let me see your comment here. Here I have a white screen to read your comments. Fine. So Janani is telling equal to 0 or greater than 0. Okay, fine. So beta, now this one, I want to explain this part first. Equal to 0 or greater than 0. So let us take an example of 7 and 3 is dividing 7. Then 3 dividing 8, 3 dividing 6. Then 3 dividing 9. Fine. When 3 will divide 6, 3 twos are 6. Remainder is coming 0. So that means remainder can become equal to 0. Okay. Now 3 twos are 6. 1. Remainder here is 1. So remainder can be greater than 0. Remainder can be greater than 0. Correct, Sudarshan, Ajay, all of you are correct. V Kavya, R can be 0, 1. But here, beta, 3 twos are 6. Here 2. So remainder is coming 2. So definitely remainder here is greater than 0, but less than 3. And the moment you are writing 3 3s are 9, again remainder is coming 0. So what and all remainder you are getting here? Very good, Sudarshan, Ajay, you are telling the remainder what you are getting is either 0, 1, 2, but it will never be 3. What is 3 here? 3 is divisor. What is 3 here? 3 is divisor. S Kavya, correct only beta. The remainder here is 0, 1, 2, but it will not be equal to 3. So I hope you might have understood a very important point here is that remainder can either be 0, remainder can either be 1, remainder can either be 2, but remainder cannot be 3 because here 3 is divisor. Okay, so remainder can either be 0, remainder can be greater than 0, but remainder cannot be equal to divisor. So that's why beta here strict restriction is there. Here I am not putting equality sign. Here it is exactly strict inequality. Means it will never. See this sign, this symbol is representing that you can include 0, you can include 1, you can include 2, but you can never include B. Means divisor. Divisor will not be included. So B is in open interval, means B will not be included. Okay, what it is representing? B cannot be included. As Kavya is telling also the same thing, Janani also. So beta, now you have understood this part. This was very important point. I want whenever you are writing Euclid division lemma, one time you must remember, if anybody is having doubt, B is not equal to 0. No, beta. Look here. B will be equal to 0. Divisor will be equal to 0. Then it will become infinity. Think about it. Now tell me, beta. 7 divided by 0. What is 7 here? 7 is dividend. Yes, Janani. Think about it, beta. When 3 is divided by 3. So what is 3? 30 divided by 3. What is 30? 30 is dividend. What is 3? 3 is divisor. Okay, but beta, when I'll write 7 divided by 0, 7 is dividend, 0 is divisor. It will make the infinity. In the previous itself, in the previous class itself, I've explained about it now, beta, that this is not possible. I hope you might have understood this one. So dividend divisor cannot be equal to 0. If divisor cannot will become equal to 0, then equation left side and right side both will become infinity. Yes, Sudarshan is now giving the content. Okay, Sudarshan is giving the complete package that auntie, forget everything. Remainder is less than 0 or sorry, remainder can be equal to 0. What Sudarshan has written, let me read. Remainder is always less than divisor. Correct, Sudarshan. So Akshay has also given the answer. Remainder will never be greater than divisor. It was so quotient will be +1 auntie. But a quotient it will get divided, na? So how to complete answer will be coming at that phase. Akshaya, take 1-2 example today and try to take it out on your own in home today. Try to explore this section better. Okay, you will be able to know. Remainder should be greater than 0 or equal to 0. Yes, today you practice this one. What I have done on the screen, I want you to practice this part and tell me this content. Okay. Now, beta, 1-2 very important part I am going to teach. First is HCF, prime factorization method, least common multiple, highest common factor, their relation. Beta, because before going for practice session, na, I want you to first know the chapter nicely. Okay. Now, what is the highest common factor of 24 and 12? Let's see who will answer. If you don't know anything also, na, you will see the video, you will attend the class. Okay, Akshay is telling 6, Janani is telling 12. Muhammad is telling 12, Kritika is telling 6, Kavya Shri is telling V Kavya 12, Srivatsan 12, Akshay 12, Hemlata 12, Abhinami 12. Very good, very good, very good. Abhinami, Rajshri, Akshaya, Yaini, Kavya Shri, S Kavya, V Kavya. Everyone, Dharini is telling 12. Everyone is now, they started giving answer 12. Okay, now beta, how to find what is the HCF? Highest common factor. Highest common factor. 24. 12 means we will add this. Addition, no, means we will take this one. Fine. We will write here this. Now, what and all are common? Very good, Akshay. Everyone is giving the answer. Okay, you have used Euclid, Ajay. Very good. Ajay has used Euclid and said 12 is the HCF. Akshaya 2 to 3. Very good. 2 into 2 into 3. She want to write. Saran is writing 12. Correct only. Kamya 2 into 2 into 3. Kritika 12. S Kavya 2 into 2 into 3. Kamya 2 into 2 into 3, Yaini 2 into 2 into 3, V Kavya 2 into 2 into 3, Sudarshan 12, Hemlata 2 into 2 into 3. But now you've understood now what is the highest common factor and how to find it. Very good. So let me give you a question. Word problem. Once we will finish this understanding part, then we will start that word problems. Fine. Ready, everyone? Let's see how fast you are able to say. Highest common factor of 240, 6552. And your time starts now. Take your time. Anyone got answer? Find the HCF of 240 and 6552. Okay, Rashmi is telling 24. She is the one who has finished first. Kamya 24. V Kavya 24. Yaini 24. Rashmi 2 into 2 into 2 into 3. Hemlata 24. V Kavya 24. S Kavya 24. What about others? Mohammed Arif 24. Very good, Arif. Kritika 24. Ajay 24. Srivatsani 24. Okay, let's solve this question. Those who have not understood, for them, I'm solving the question. Jenny also got 24. S Kavya 24. Abhirami 24. Very good. Janani 24. Kaushika Shri 24. Correct only, beta. Prime factorization method. What I'm using, what method I'm using is exactly called as prime factorization method. So 240 will be written as 5. Now 6552. 7 into 13 came beta. Now which one is common? So SCF will be so correct answer is 24. Very good, very good. Ready for one more next question? So there are two methods of representing. One is Euclid division lemma. Second one is prime factorization method. This method what I used is prime factorization method. What method I have used? What method I have used? Prime factorization method. You might have seen I have written 91. Then immediately I have changed 91 as 7 into 13. How much till you will not be getting prime numbers? You have to keep on finding the factors. Okay. Till you will not. So 91 is not a what you called. It is exactly having more factors. So 7 and 13. So that's why I changed it. That is called as prime factorization. Kamya, Himlata, Janani, everyone, all of you are correct only. Solve the next question. Easiest question. 75 and 243. Find the HCF using prime factorization method. Yes, use that factorization method only, beta. Find the prime factors. Easiest one, Tawfiq. Kavyashi is telling 3. Okay, my children started giving the answer. V, Kavya, Rashri, Akshaya. They started giving the answer. They are telling 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Saran is telling 3. Okay, Kritika, name is Saran only, na? Okay. Hemlata 3, Dharani 3, Ajay 3, Kamya 3. Okay, Arif gave the answer first. After that, Rashri and then V Kavya, Akshaya, everyone after that only started. Abhirami, Srivatsane, Mustafa, Janani, Kavya, V Kavya, S Kavya, Kaushika, Shri, Yaini, everyone gave answer. Kamya, where are you? I'm not getting your answer. Prathamesh, but everyone has to answer. If you are not understanding, quickly tell auntie, can you explain one more time? Okay, I'll quickly explain this one. See, don't have fear that auntie will scold this and take it out from your brain. We are working as a team. Kamya gave the answer. I didn't read your answer, beta. Let me check. Okay, Kavya, I got it. Very good, beta. Yeah, I checked it, beta. That's why I kept two systems to check. 75. I will use 3 table. Tawfiq, look here, beta, how to write it properly. 3 2s are 6. 3 5s are 15. Now 243. Very good, Sudarshan. Everyone, your answer is absolutely correct. The answer is 3. So I hope you might have understood this method. Again, you have to rejoin for Okay, I think 8:30 you have class na beta today. Someone is having 8:30 class. Mm-hmm. Someone is having 8:30 class. So we are going to keep it till here. Next class I'll be teaching more Euclid division. So beta, can you represent this one in Euclid format? 243 and 75. Okay, Ajay, I'll send you the reactivity series. We have less than 1 minute, so I'm talking about today's class content, maths. Whatever you have studied today, I'm going to give you some 2-3 questions for solving quickly. Once the class will be over, you will be getting your PPT for